Hi everyone, welcome to High Playing Games. Simon here with a review of Laser League, which is out on PS4, which is the version I've played, PC, I believe Xbox One as well. This is a primarily online, but can be played completely offline, local and online multiplayer experience, although there are bots, so you can go single player, as you can see in a lot of the gameplay that's in this review. The idea is that you pit two teams of either 2 against 2 or 3 against 3 into a Neontron-like arena, and in this arena, and you've got several different ones to choose from, you have a number of laser nodes that come on. You activate them by running through them, and you use these lasers essentially to take out the opposition. Once all of the opposition are eliminated, you then win a point. First to 3 wins a game, and then if you win 2 of 3 games, then you win the match. So far, so relatively simple. Now, every arena has its own unique pattern system, so you can get to understand where the lasers are coming out, so you can position yourself advantageously. So getting to grips with how that all works is fantastic. And when you get eliminated, if you've still got teammates running in the event, then they can come over to your icon, like your gravestone to some effect, and revive you and get you back in the game again. So you can constantly go around and revive yourself and get things going again, which is great because that really helps keep things going. Now, for each section there are 6 classes of athlete that you can choose, and each one has its own special ability. You have a blade class, which lets you do a very close range lethal kill swipe, which is really good for eliminating the last person in a group if you're able to get close enough. Ghost essentially is really good for reviving people because it lets you get out of tricky situations by letting you be invisible for a very short period of time. Shock lets you stun enemies into a position, so if you know that you've got several lasers coming their way, you can shock them so that they're stunned and they can't move and let the laser get them. Smash lets you literally push opponents across the screen, so if you've got plenty of lasers on one side and they're on the other, you can shove them across, and that's mega helpful as well. Snipe lets you do a teleport across the screen, but in the line of sight, it's like a line of sight from a sniper scope, so you can eliminate anyone that you fly through. So it's mega helpful for you, A, getting out of tight spaces, but B, also eliminating people on the fly. However, because it's so precision perfect, it's quite difficult to master that one, so it takes time, but you've got good rewards. And the last class is Thief. Now, Thief lets you steal other nodes, essentially, so you can steal enemy nodes as long as you don't run into the laser. You can kind of stand next to it and you've got a little sphere of influence around you, so you can turn the tide if you are losing the battle quite quickly. The other way how you can turn the tide is with power-ups from the actual thing itself. So you've got a switch power-up which lets all of the colours change from one side to the other and vice versa. So if you're completely losing, you can hit switch and go for it. Another one I really like is called, I think it's called Exaggerate, or like Intensify. I'll get it, one or the other. But essentially it sends out loads of additional lasers flying out from the centre, and you're like, oh my god! And of course, when you're dealing with all of that, there are other arenas where you can turn on and off the wall wrap, so you can really get stuck if you need to, and so on and so forth. The gameplay is absolutely superb. I find it addicting. I really like playing all the different classes. They each bring their own strengths. I don't particularly find anything overpowered, although I do find that certain classes work really well together. And that's where the kind of subclasses in those classes come in. So you've got the 6 classes, which I've explained, but you also have like a little permutator that you can add. So you can have like an ability recharge quicker, you can have it last for longer, or you can have it essentially do more damage or do more things. So you can kind of slightly tweak or tailor your approach depending on the arena you're in, what your teammates are up to, that kind of stuff. So if you find that actually you're using the ghost ability but you're not getting through all the lasers that you need to get yourself to safety, move it from recharging quickly to being able to last longer, and you find that it might be more effective for you. So you have that ability to really tweak and tailor. As I said, the gameplay I find is absolutely superb. The actual online community is quite small though, I've noticed. Quite often I'm the only person playing and there's bots that are going. It kind of leaves you hanging for about 60 seconds and it will set you off into a bot match. But I think it's a European thing, because if I change the servers from Europe to Asia or America, then I do find that I hit players much more often. And I do find more people play 3x3 as opposed to 2x2. The menu is quite sparse though, so it looks like more modes may come, and I do hope that they do, because I really think that the mechanics of this game is absolutely superb. It is really addictive. There is no lag on anything that I've seen so far. It's really well tight-knit in terms of netcode. I've not run into a problem with anyone ever, which is quite rare for an online game. And the bots are actually quite a challenge. Some of them really do pair up quite nicely and go after you quite organically. So if you are missing people, then the bots do a fine job. There is one weird anomaly though, which is down to console versus PC. So if you've got the PC version, you can have 6 people on a 3-on-3 locally, as opposed to having to deal with 3-on-3 online. And that is because the PlayStation 4 can only deal with 4 controllers and therefore 4 players at one time. So even if you're going to take it online, you'll have to stick on the 2x2 if you only want to have everyone locally on there. I think that makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense in my head. So if you then go online and you want to do 3-on-3, you're going to have 2 extra people kicking around somewhere, either online or via bots. So just be aware of that. But yeah, this has been absolute revelation for me. I kind of went, ooh, that looks quite fun, when it came out on launch. I grabbed it on a small discount, and I haven't looked back. Absolute gem of a game, and I highly recommend it to anyone who is got an ounce of competitiveness and yearns for a bit of arcade high-speed tactics. Think Blood Bowl on steroids without turn-basedness. Is that much like Blood Bowl? Probably not. But you know what I mean. Thanks for watching. I hope that was informative. There will be a written review over this on Higher Plane Games later on. But I just wanted to tell you all, it's amazing. Go buy it. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.
This channel is just one of my many projects that cover games, music and film. If you enjoy any of these and would consider supporting me to develop further in the future, you can do so by visiting patreon.com/Satorimon. Thank you for your time and for watching the video.